mind while you're talking.
Okay, sounds good.
So we're rolling.
So, welcome back to Cigar Fellows Cigar Lounge. We are again in the humidor today. But I want to introduce myself. I'm Rod. This is my friend Dave. He's also the camera guy, and he's the guy that records us every week. So, just want to say how much I appreciate him. But we are going to review the 7th Capa Especiale Tatuaje, and also make the announcement that we are having a Tatuaje event February 28th here, which is a Friday. So please come out. KC Johnson will be here with us, which is pretty exciting. And I have ordered a ton of cigars, so please come out and whatever you're interested in. And we have Tatuaje, Atelier, and Surrogates that will be here. So please come out and check us out. But today, again, we are doing the 7th Capa Especiale. And so you just lit yours, Dave. What are you thinking?
So far, it's not too bad. Tell me a little bit about it, actually, because on first taste, I like it, obviously. It's a really tasty cigar, I'm telling you what. Then again, it's like trying to explain what I taste outside of going, well, it looks like it's a Corona flavor and the binder of, and so on and so forth. What should I be looking for when I light this thing up?
So, and this is one of my personal favorites. So I have, and like I was telling you before, I'm allergic to nuts. But as far as like when you walk into a room and somebody has almonds sitting on the table, you know that smell, that permeating smell. So that's what you get right off the get-go with these. They're super creamy. It's got a little bit of hay in the back of your palate, and I would also say I don't know, a light spice, a real light spice.
Yeah, I can tell the hay thing. I equate the hay thing to almost like a dryness to it all. When you like, for example, when you have a really nice Maduro, it's nice and wet. It tastes wet and just moisture of it. And it's not necessarily wet because it's still a cigar. You still light it on fire. But it tastes bolder. It's more rounded. A lot along those lines with the Maduro. Whereas this, you're right. You have the dryness of almost a hay taste.
Yep.
And again, it's like Amanda has famously said, it's like you have walked into a horse barn. But yeah, I can definitely see that where you can get the hay with it. The spice, it's a mild spice. It's not like a
yeah, it's very mild.
It's not really punching you in the throat when you get that kind of spiciness.
Right.
But yeah, it's not bad. It's flavorful. Very flavorful. It's a boldness. I'm actually getting obviously it's the first light. What do I have, like a 8 centimeters, 8
right.
millimeters, or something like that into it. So it's not really
so this
getting
is a
everything.
Habano wrapper. So it's not a Connecticut. It's a little bit I'd say it's a medium to full flavor, but it's just really smooth. It's fun to smoke. It's something that I can smoke either in the morning or in the evening. Mm-hmm. It's just a real nice medium to full blend.
Of course, I was wondering, maybe you know this about this. When you say Habano, I immediately think South Miami. Is it something revolving around that, like it's a Cuban seed or anything like that?
Actually, I'm not positive about that, and I'll find out and come back on that. But I know it's Nicaraguan Habano. So, yeah, I'll look into that and let you know on that.
Right on. I'm looking forward to this. This is a really tasty cigar. I've never had one of these before.
All right, good.
I'm looking forward to this.
So we're going to smoke some of this, and we'll come back here shortly and let you know what we're getting.
Mm.
So we got stuck working the store a little bit, but we're back. We're halfway through these things, and by the way, I did look into that. It is the Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, and the binder and filler is Nicaraguan. But they said there's Cuban seed in there, and by the way, these are made at the My Father factory. So that's just a little tidbit there. But on the second half, what are you getting there?
Yeah, I tell you what, through the entire thing, actually, since basically this is the entire review I'm covering in one go here. At first, it had that little bit of a pepper to it, little bit, but then it started to mellow out and have a mellow taste, like medium. That's a better way of putting it. It's more of a medium flavor to it.
Yeah.
I guess I liken it to like we're drinking coffee. Like if you're going to drink a super bold, navy blend, something that you'd find on a ship, you would smoke something like one of the Maduros, big old honking Maduros. This one here, this is a nice. I don't want to call it a blonde coffee to go along with that, but something just a nice mellow coffee, something that you're going to have at 4 p.m. instead of your normal morning blend. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, this goes really good with like a light bourbon or a Scotch.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for,
yeah.
or an IPA. An IPA, and I love IPAs. So, this is on the second half. I'm getting a little bit of cocoa. Now I'm just a little bit on on the back of my palate. I'm still getting that like hay, where it's dry in the back of your mouth. And just a little bit of a spice. I don't know if it's a white pepper or what that is, but it's I'm really enjoying it. This is one of my favorite cigars. So.
I see what you mean by the cocoa, because you're right. I actually catch that. It's like a cocoa flavor. It's not overwhelmingly, chocolatey to it, but you can just taste the hint of cocoa on top of everything.
Yeah.
One thing I can tell you about this is 45-minute smoke.
About that, 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes, hour, or something along those lines.
Yep.
It's not bad. You can, to me at least, I can set it down if I have to. Like if 1,000 people show up at once,
right?
But
like what happened?
I know, right? But you can actually light it up again, and the harshness is not there. It's really solid in that it keeps its flavor. It doesn't immediately turn acidy.
Right.
If that makes sense to you, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So like if you don't purge your cigar, you'll get that ammonia buildup in your cigar. We were talking about that before, and so like every fourth or fifth draw, I blow through it, and it pushes that ammonia through. You don't get the buildup in this cigar. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they did to make that not happen. But we ended up having to set these down for about 20 minutes because we just got an influx of a ton of customers, which is great. I mean, I'm super happy about that. But when you light them up, you don't get that bitter taste in it. So it's been fantastic. But
I definitely agree with that. It's a nice medium-bodied smoke. That's the best way of describing it. It's a solid cigar. I really enjoy this kind of cigar. It bites you. It just comes out and grabs you. But this one, it's nice.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. It's just kind of sit down, you sit there, and you're just enjoying a cigar and just watching the game. Which coincidentally, there's some sort of a game going on tonight.
I know, right?
I tell you what.
And I want to remind everybody again, February 28th, we are having KC with Tatuaje here, and we are going to have an influx of a bunch of surrogates and Atelier cigars here also. So please come out and see us. It's 1086 North Irish Road in Davison, Michigan. And again, this is Cigar Fella Cigar Lounge. I'm Rod.
I'm Dave.
Thanks for coming by.